Yo, check 1 2 1 2. Prime suspect here with Non-Steezy, DJ Dragon. We are Nomadz Entertainment, bringing to you Maddness podcast. That's how we do it all day, every day. This is podcast Videocast.
Yeah, I'm talking over you.
Podcast Videocast number 27. That's how we do it all day, every day. Check the website, www.nomadzent.com. Check us on MySpace, myspace.com/Nomadz Entertainment. No space between the Nomads and the entertainment. So, big up to Non-Steezy.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah.
In the building.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What up, Drag?
Chilling.
That's what's up. We got in the corner over there, Ray the tech guy.
Hiding out.
Doesn't have a mic.
Can't really see. There he goes. You got to see the headshot. There you go.
All right. You can sit
back.
All right,
now you sit back down. Yeah, that's awesome.
But this is how we do it all day, every day. Check the website. Peep the forums. Peep the blogs. You know how we do it. First thing I want to talk about today, obviously, we live in Orlando, Florida.
Yes, we do.
And today, or this weekend, is kind of a big weekend for Orlando, I think, because we got the Ozone Awards and TJ's DJ's Toastmaster Music Conference this weekend. So I
guess I'm just going to be washing my car this weekend or something like that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's pretty good that people in Orlando, you know, are bringing things like the Ozone Awards to Orlando, an event where a lot of artists come down and represent and showcase their skills, and so I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good for Orlando, and big up for the people that put it on. Big up to you, JB, and TJ's DJs out of Tallahassee. What's your thoughts on that?
Why are you always looking at me, man? Like, I always have something bad to say.
Nah, I'm not, but you know what I'm saying?
You do always have something bad to say.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always do have something bad to say.
Dragon look like Secret Service with just one ear pod on and with a earbud. Go ahead.
No, man. Like, what's the deal with all these award shows, man? Why does everybody has to have award show?
It's like you ain't official unless you have a award show.
Well, hip hop doesn't really have a lot of its own award shows.
Source awards.
I mean, but he's talking about all.
But each like award show is like, that's why he laughed after he said each one is a joke. Like, why even continue it? You know?
Well, I mean, the Ozone just got that deal, so I mean, it's just nationwide now. But I mean, they should have waited a little while before. I mean, they did the Ozone Awards before, but I mean, I think it's kind of premature trying to like jump into the. You know what I'm saying? It's like all those artists, oh man, I better get as much as I can while my fame is around type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's good. I think it's good for.
I'm not saying it's negative.
Yeah,
I mean, it's positive thing.
But it's just like, come on now, like everybody has their own awards. Let's do a Nomadz award show tomorrow. You know, like everybody.
It'll probably be just as successful.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
So that's my.
Well, I hope they don't listen to this.
Well,
that was Ray the tech guy talking.
I think it's a good deal, and big up to everybody that put it on. I mean, we got, you know, like the music industry looking at Orlando as, you know, as a hot spot. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, not about a hot spot, but it's something.
Right, exactly. You know,
we're never gonna be a hot spot, especially with Miami around, or at least Tampa. Orlando's not even a major city. If you look at the top 20 major cities or top major cities, right, Orlando's like 8,000.
Yeah, we're nowhere near it. Especially like music-wise.
But I mean, as long as they're showing out. But I mean, still to this day, what's our claim to fame? Really, South Star and Smiles is really the only one that actually made on like an actual, like, you know, like MTV, BET,
the runners are producing some pretty hot tracks.
Yeah,
out of Orlando.
Yeah,
you know?
But the biggest thing so far is South Star and Smiles to date. True or not true?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm trying to say that's the hottest thing out of Orlando. What up, South Star? But I'm just saying that's our claim to fame so far. So we don't have that many artists or things to not just to boast about, but just out there. Period.
But I mean, that's how it started. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at Houston, they had a local movement in Houston that was going on for years. You know what I'm saying? And
Houston's been in the rap game for how long?
Yeah, no.
Since the rap game started.
I understand that, but I mean, Houston. I mean, they supported their own selves. They kept their own selves afloat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Houston. Compare Houston as a city to Orlando.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not
when the rap game started, Orlando really wasn't even a city. It's like
it was a swamp.
Yeah, it was just a place where Disney was at.
But I'm not even talking about when it started and this and that. I'm just talking about how Houston held its own. People coming out of New York.
Yeah, but they had
listen to me.
No, go ahead.
People coming out of New York and L.A. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really look to any place else for music. You know what I'm saying? So people in Houston, they had to do their own thing and support themselves. So the city of Houston, the people of Houston, they supported Houston's hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people made money from that. You know what I'm saying? Even though they weren't commercially a commercial success. You know what I mean?
I don't think.
And now Houston is a sound. You know what I mean?
But I don't think. Well, the Houston's still it's Texas, so I'm saying that's like a down south. I think Florida. When we think Orlando, we should just think of it as Florida. Period. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't just generalize it as Orlando. Period. Just artists out of Florida, because Florida's really blowing up, mainly all because of Miami and artists down there. Well, that's because they rather live in Miami than live in
T-Pain, Tallahassee.
There you go. But I'm just saying, general. We should talk about as general as Florida as versus Orlando.
Jacksonville. What was what was Roy Jones' group's name?
Oh wow, I don't know. They probably were the Knockout Kings. Now they're probably the Fall Out Boys or something like that.
The has-beens.
the Get Knocked Out crew.
So I just think it's a good thing. To me, I think it's a good thing.
No, it's good.
Anything that brings, you know what I'm saying,
Ozone.
a good light.
It's good that Ozone's still based out of Orlando. I mean, Ozone itself prides itself as being a southern magazine,
right.
It's down south. So
right.
anything down south is going to include Florida, because you can't get more south than Florida, really.
Right.
I mean, as far as Key West and stuff like that, Miami. But so, yeah, Ozone, of course, yeah. That's still a big movement for us, as far as that's part of us down south.
Right.
That's where we're at.
Any thoughts on that, Dragon?
Nope, have nothing to say.
Dragon's an Ozone hater. You heard that, JB?
I'm not a hater.
Hook me and Prime up.
Anyways, next topic.
Next topic is Loon. Everybody knows Loon from what was that song?
I guess nobody really knows him.
What was that song? The remix.
I
need a girl, or whatever.
He actually dropped the album a bunch of.
He had a couple of hot joints.
He had a murder charge in
he had a couple of hot joints. And he was supposed to be.
I think he got stereotyped though.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the next Mace, basically.
Well, they were supposed to be. Weren't they supposed to really be Junior Mafia or whatever? Junior Mafia was supposed to be Mace, Loon, all them or whatever. I forgot how that went. I thought it was.
But basically, no. Dragon, you told me the story, so why don't you take it?
Well, I was reading up on this. Half of it sounds like garbage to me, but this is what I read. Supposedly, it was 40 Cal from Dipset was getting edged up at the barbershop, whatever, and Loon walks in. He comes in giving daps to everybody, saying what's up, and then he looks towards 40 Cal and he's like, yo, 40 Cal, what's up, whatever, and then he didn't pay no attention, he was just there getting his edge, whatever. So all of a sudden Loon just walks around behind him and just grabs a shovel out of the closet and just whacks to one of his peoples, and then he comes at him with it.
Because Lord knows you can't run a established barbershop without a shovel.
I know, right?
You have a shovel somewhere.
So and then you stated that 40 Cal was like, yo, you got beef, let's take this outside.
Yeah, first he said he hit him in the shoulder with the shovel, and yo, you got beef, let's step outside, we handle this.
I just can't picture me getting hit with a shovel and then me looking at my arm and then looking at, oh, you got beef, son? And let's take this outside.
Yeah, it would be on right there, no matter if I was in a freaking broom closet, a barbershop.
Yeah. Take this apron off, son. Let me get to work.
Yeah, it will be on right there. So I don't know if that story holds that much.
Then he's like, yeah, let's go outside.
Maybe they just didn't want to get hair on their Timbs or something like that.
I don't know. And then he's like, yeah, let's go outside, just drop the shovel and whatever. And he just came and swung at him again. And he said he blocked it with his arm. And then Loon just dropped it, dropped the shovel, hopped in the car, was out.
That's the car was parked right there in the lobby?
No. he ran outside. He said he jumped in the hoopty.
That's a nasty valet.
And a hoopty.
Yep. In the hoopty. And
he do you dirt in the hoopty, son.
So that's what they said.
And bring the SL around when you swing shovels and shit, son.
Maybe it was Loon's clone or something like that.
No.
Nah, I thought somebody could look and sound like Loon.
Yeah, but that's pretty bad, man. Like, at first, everyone's beefing, and now they like hitting each other with shovels, man. What's next? That's pretty bad.
Next time I get mad at you, Drag, I'm gonna hit you with a shovel.
All right, cool. Just stop the violence, people.
I'm gonna carry
Stop
a shovel.
the violence.
I'm gonna carry a shovel in the truck now.
So, if you don't know, this is the Maddness podcast, bringing it to you live every single week. We got Non-Steezy back in the building, holding it down. That's how we do it. Check the website, www.nomadzent.com.
Yeah, and if you haven't peeped it, make sure you go download the show that we did, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
BK Promos Barbecue. Check it out. It was pretty hot. Had a bunch of local artists over there promoting.
Yeah,
Big up
pretty
to
hot video. People just walking past you guys as you talk.
I know, right? Big up to you, Chubby, for doing that. Anyway, big up to Fuji holding it down. He had some hot fire. Who else performed? Big up to Fathom. Big up to Kimmy Bond.
And Gapiku.
What's this kid's name?
I don't know about
What's Gapiku? Who the hell was that?
It was the reggaeton kids that were
Oh
performing.
Jesus! What's this kid's name? I don't want to shout his government. Brother, Mr. Shaft.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
It's Dirty Bakers. That's his
Dirty
camp.
Bakers.
That's his camp, yeah.
Oh, they got beef with fucking Sarah Lee or something.
No, that's his camp.
All right.
So
They use dirt, not butter, or something.
big up to you, Chef. So that's how we do it.
I gotta ask these questions. People want to know.
I don't know if you guys know, but Mel Gibson. You guys know him from
Lethal Weapon.
The Passion
1,
of the
2, 3, 4,
Christ.
5.
Lethal Weapon, Mad Max. Well, he got arrested for driving under the influence in Malibu, California. And when he got arrested, he was drunk, and
That's why he got arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. But when he was getting arrested, he started saying anti-Jewish like things. You know,
anti-Semitic.
Exactly.
Like, what was he saying though?
Like the Jews run this government, and
You're
if
probably
it
a
wasn't
Jew.
for the
Jew
Jews,
this.
we wouldn't be in war and all this other stuff, and just, you know what I mean. And he's getting a lot of flack right now because when Passion of the Christ came out, a lot of people said that was an anti-Semitic movie, and a lot of Jewish people didn't watch it because it painted Jewish to be bad people.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
after
I mean?
this came out, they were like, "Aha!"
Yeah, exactly. And it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, first off, I thought like Mel Gibson was like this big, like, real religious guy because he's got like a church on his property. You know what I mean?
Doesn't he believe in that same stuff Madonna and all them believe? Whatever.
Kabbalah or Scientology? No, he's just.
I don't think
he's
he's
just.
Is it? I thought it was one of them too.
Nah, that nigga's got like a church on his house, on his grounds in his house, and that just is crazy, man. He's trying to reach out, like trying to do like damage control, reach out to.
Oh, you heard the damage? What he tried to say, right? That it was a disease. That he's trying to go to therapy and stuff like that. That a disease made him say that.
Yo, are you kidding me? What's the matter with
What
you?
kind of
It's the truth, man.
that?
The disease gives me diarrhea and stuff like that. And disease makes me hungry.
That's bullshit.
It's all a
man.
disease.
So this is a disease that makes you hate Jews.
Just
Yeah.
like when
Oh yeah.
the chick, remember
I had
that,
the disease the other day that made me tie my shoes. She
remember
was
that
crazy,
the hot
son.
teacher in Tampa that had sex with the 14-year-old?
Yeah.
We talked about this on the show, and she
What?
said this hot teacher.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah, she was banging.
bitch can get it. If you hear this shit, you can get it.
So she said that she had bipolar, and bipolar made her have sex with a kid. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna blame.
Yeah, more people are gonna believe her because she's a woman. If a guy had said that, he's on the chair.
Exactly.
They would have thrown him in the pokey. No questions
yeah.
asked.
Well, not really, because that one chick was in jail for like 9 years for having sex and like had babies with
Does
that.
she look good?
No, she doesn't look. You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
the
then
chick.
that's probably why they.
That's good reason. But
They
go
threw-
ahead.
They
Did
throw
you-
away, man.
They're not gonna throw the book at a dope bitch.
Of course.
You don't want to hit a dope bitch in the face with a book.
They did it, you know.
She's dope.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But yeah, I don't know what to say about him anymore.
About who? Oh,
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Yeah, I know.
It's
Well,
crazy.
the guy was drunk. Come on now.
Yeah, but when
Yeah,
you're
but
drunk,
that
you
say a
talk
lot of
loud.
truth shit. You say a lot of shit that's in your head that you don't want to say.
Hold up. But first of all, like for the movie, you know, I understand with the movie, he was just doing what happened in the past. You know, it was part of history.
I can remember some truthful shit that popped out when you got drunk dragging
Like what? Well, we'll keep that
at your brother's house.
Oh yeah, we'll keep that separate. Yeah. We'll keep
Truth,
that
the truth be coming out.
Yo,
keep that off the record. Off the record. Off the record. Anyways,
beer and shit. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, look at that shit. Prime tickled himself.
Well, anyways, like I was saying, you know, the movie, it was a part of history, whatever. So, you know, you can't really blame him for that. And the guy was drunk. Maybe the police officer that stopped him, maybe he was a Jew. Maybe he was just mad at him because he stopped him.
Big ups to Junior because I saw him at Save a Lot the other day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like recently?
It was a couple months ago.
Oh, for real?
He was choking up. Well, I'll say it later. I don't want to blow his spot.
Oh, anyway.
But I didn't say what up to him because I was like, oh, that's Junior. And I was like walking out. So,
yeah, anyway.
Big up.
Well, where was I?
Maybe the cop was a Jew, but
maybe
that
the cop
makes
was
it
a
even
Jew.
worse, though.
You know, maybe he was a Jew, or you know, maybe if the guy was a Mexican, you know, we say,
well, that's even worse to tell a Jew to his face.
Yeah, exactly. That's like having you call me, you know, a nigger.
Well, if he was drunk, you stopped him, he was pissed off at you, maybe he would say the same thing, you know? So.
No, that just make him more. He's man.
Shit,
That's some racist shit.
I would not. If a cop pulled me over and the cop was white, I wouldn't be like, "Yo, you fucking piece of shit cracker."
Yeah, but you would think that like a motherfucker. So, and if you had some beer, you probably would say it.
See, but the thing is, like, he's rich and famous. They basically think they can get away with anything, and they pretty much can. So that's probably why.
Well, you know how much money he made off Passion of the Christ?
Like almost $1 billion.
The guy almost got enough money to kill somebody.
Jesus Christ.
It's not the president.
But he made cheese off that.
Fucking I forgot what I was gonna say.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that Mel Gibson had a problem with drinking.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Isn't he Scottish?
Australian, you mean?
Australian or well, I don't know.
What? Okay, you're gonna associate it drinking with Fosters or something like that? They invented Foster. They all must be alcoholics.
He said Scottish.
No, I'm saying
like
people,
in like Great Britain.
Well, I'm saying like people from Ireland and places like they drink.
That's Irish.
Well, yeah, Irish. Whatever.
She went from Scottish to Irish to Australian.
Scottish is kilts, buddy.
Australia, same thing, man. They bunch of drunks too. So good.
This guy, yo, him and his stereotypes, man.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
You got the crazy stereotypes, but you got the education all wrong. Yeah, but that's just supposed to. He's talking about that disease shit to try to clean his image and shit like that. Because he still got, I think, some projects supposed to be coming out soon. I swear to God, it looks like you got Tourette's or something when you're holding that shit. Looks like you got a shaky ass hand.
So, what's up with this movie, Snakes on a Plane?
That's awesome.
Can you tell me what
see
is the fascination with this movie?
I'm never gonna see it in the theater. I'm gonna download that shit.
Yeah, like what?
I'm never gonna spend my $7 on that shit bullshit.
Tell me what the fascination is with the movie.
Because it's everything's just laid out in the title. Nothing has ever been like so laid out on a title. Snakes on a plane. Ain't nothing gonna surprise your ass. It's just snakes on a plane.
Like there's no
you get the whole movie, right?
Yeah, right there. Snakes
I mean, that's the
on a
whole
plane.
movie, yo. Like
name another title that's more just all out there. I mean, you really can't think of none. Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, while we're thinking of this, I want to play the video right now of Snakes on the Plane, the trailer. So peep it.
That's why you should go to the website www.nomadz.com and subscribe to the Videocast so you can see this shit.
Peep it.
Imagine your greatest fears. The ones that paralyze you. The ones that render you helpless. Now imagine them all at once.
You know all those security scenarios we ran? Well, I'm smack in the middle of one we didn't think of.
Captain! Frank! Lord, help me!
Do as I say, and you live.
Shh. Did you guys hear that?
Wow.
So,
Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane. You just saw the trailer for it. It's as obvious as it can be with the title, Snakes on a Plane. So,
Motherfucking snakes on the plane.
No. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
So
Samuel L. Jackson's the best.
You told me this, non-steezy,
Yeah.
that like the reason why the movie started to get its buzz was like this blogger, this dude was complaining about the movie. He He didn't complain about the movie. Okay.
He made a blog about, because he read about the movie. He was like one of the first ones to read about it.
Right.
And he thought it was just some absurd shit, like snakes, like it's going to be the dumbest movie ever.
Right.
So he made up a line that he made up that Samuel L. Jackson, because he saw that Samuel L. Jackson was going to be in the movie.
Right.
So you know how Samuel L. Jackson always talks loud as shit. So he was like, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. And then out of nowhere, I guess he gets a lot of hits on his blog. Shit just took off, and they even have what's it called, like a bit on like a news channel, CNN, talking about it. And it shows the guy, and he talks about how he wrote that shit. It just took off. It took off so much that the directors from the film went back and added lines that he wrote down. That line was not in the film. He just made it up just to be funny and add some shit to his blog. So they actually went back, redid some lines just to add that into the film.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's
but
pretty hot.
to me, is like the question that like.
And it's supposed to be the biggest. This is the only movie, or this is the first movie, or this movie has the biggest. It basically promotion. Like there's no promotion for it. Like no one knows about this shit unless you're on the internet. Like there's barely any. You just now started seeing trailers. Like you saw a trailer the other day.
Well, I actually heard about it like months ago because, like you said, like there was a buzz about it because of the blog and all that crap. And we just recently, when me and Prime went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, we saw the trailer there.
You guys share popcorn or something?
Shut the fuck up.
I actually passed out. I was drunk on my ass. So.
No, but yeah, just recently they started showing trailers, but just because of that blog and people chattering here and there, you can go to YouTube, you can go to a bunch of different websites that show videos, and there's tons and tons of videos of people making fun of this shit, like what they think from the movie's gonna be and shit like that. And it just got, this film has the most buzz without actual promotion, like as far as a film company going out, than any other film ever made.
That's pretty hot. That goes to show the power of the internet, man. Same thing happened with the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious, yo.
It was out all over the internet, and they put that part right into the X-Men movie.
That shit was hilarious. When I saw that shit, I was like, what?
Yeah, and they put it in.
You don't know who I am?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
So they went in and put it in. That's pretty hot.
But to me, the question that I'm confused about is, why would Samuel L. Jackson want to do a movie like this?
Supposedly he didn't read the script or something like that. I forgot who it is.
If he doesn't, like 2 years ago, if he said, "Oh, I don't want to work with hip hop artists, blah blah blah, this is that," you know what I'm saying? Because he was supposed to be the dude that was in Get You Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be Adebisi. Well, I don't even know that dude's name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just call him Adebisi.
Isn't he Supreme in the movie?
Which guy he's supposed to be?
Oh yeah, in real life, it's supposed to portray a guy named Supreme or whatever.
No, Supreme. You're talking about
like the head mafioso guy.
Yeah, like the dude the Adebisi. I don't know his real name.
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
Adebisi.
Yeah, from Oz, man. He played Adebisi in Oz.
That big dude.
Yeah, the black guy.
The main bad guy in the movie. Yeah. Well, in real life, that character is supposed to represent Supreme, the guy that Murder Inc. and all that shit got their money from, and not from money. Pitiful.
Paid in full.
Oh well, yeah.
The guy in real life, man, not the fucking movie. The guy.
No, but there's the movie Paid in Full.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that the why Murder Inc. went down a while ago about their money laundering and shit. That was supposed to be
Supreme.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be Supreme in that movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Supposedly. I hope I don't got that shit wrong. But I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, well. Yeah, he was
But
saying
I don't even know why that Samuel L. Jackson would do some shit like that just because he was like, oh, I don't want to work with hip hop artists and blah blah blah.
But supposedly, isn't I could have sworn that he is working with it.
Yeah, now he is. He's doing a war movie with 50 Cent.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was like, what the fuck is that about? Probably because
It's about the money,
did a
man.
decent job and get you. I think he did a good job in that movie.
No, he did not. Oh my God, he was garbage in that.
If
movie.
But you're the one that likes Belly.
I didn't like Belly.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
that
god,
movie was garbage too.
you
I don't
had
even
the
know why I have
soundtrack,
it.
the DVD, you had everything.
No, the soundtrack was hot. I had a couple hot songs on there, but I had the DVD, but I bought it because it was $5. But that movie was
You
garbage.
still liked it.
No,
I
I
remember
didn't.
watching you watch it.
No, 50 Cent can't act. The whole movie, he had that same cheesy grin. He didn't show no emotion, no nothing. He can't act.
That movie was good, man. I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it.
Another movie, another music director that did a movie recently, because Hype Williams did Belly.
Yeah. Did Hype Williams do another one?
I don't know. I know
Stomach?
Chris. What?
He went from belly to stomach. Doo-doo-doo.
So Chris
Just the
Robinson.
intestine.
Chris Robinson, he filmed ATL.
Chris Robinson.
Yeah, it's music. He's a big black guy. He got dreads.
Oh, okay.
He filmed. He directed.
Like that should have narrowed it down.
The guy with the eyes.
He directed ATL.
I heard that shit. I didn't watch it, but I heard that shit was straight trash.
Nah, I thought it was pretty good. I bought the DVD.
It looks like trash.
Nah, it was pretty good. I
Alright.
liked it.
I gotta check it out though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check it out and do a review.
Yeah, it was
See
pretty
what's
good. I
going on.
liked it. But you don't really see
You know what? Kind of off topic, but you guys saw Inside Man? Oh, you
Yeah.
guys seen Inside Man, right? I could not. I watched the whole movie and I knew it was a Spike Lee movie, but then I was like, how is this a Spike Lee movie? That's not one of his type of movies.
Inside Man, is that the one with
Denzel Washington, Jodie Foster.
and Clive Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was a Spike Lee movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I said. I was like,
serious?
yeah. It's not his type of movie. It's a good movie. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's a good movie, but that's not up Spike Lee's alley. Like,
Well,
Maybe he's trying
maybe
to
try
branch
to branch
out,
out, and try to do something more
so
serious.
that's a good movie though. Good, I liked it.
It was a pretty good movie.
Kind of off topic, but I just had
What
to
do you
bring
think
that
about 16 Blocks?
up. I liked it. I hated fucking Mos Def's voice.
Yo, man.
man.
You know, I just
I need my book. I need my book. Come back, give me my book.
just want to bake a cake, man.
Yeah, you know what? Your birthday. Everybody gotta have a birthday. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
I
just
thought fucking Bruce Willis looked like he was 80. That motherfucker looked like he was 80 and had fucking lymphoma or some stupid
Yeah.
shit. Like he had some
He got
Lyme
old,
disease or some
man.
shit.
He
Nah,
was-
he was just, they just made him look crazy old in that movie. I saw him after the movie. I mean, he looked regular, but I'm
He's
just saying.
supposed to be making another Die Hard movie.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Coming out
That's
this
gonna be
one.
awesome because Die Hard was the shit back in the day.
Yeah, man. They made 3 Die Hards, right? All 3 of them were hot.
Yeah, it was 3
and
of
he made it with Samuel L. Jackson, the last
Oh,
one.
yeah. She was hot. Yeah, when it was running around Texas, kept the shit. Yeah, she was hot.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be, you know, have you seen the talking about movies? Have you seen the trailer for the new Rocky movie?
Are you fucking serious?
Oh my god.
But it's not
new-
Sylvester Stallone, is
Yup.
He's boxing in it?
Right. This is the premise of the movie,
it?
right?
Oh Jesus!
And who's
think-
gonna be the bad guy?
Just listen, I'm telling you the premise of the movie.
Probably 50
dog.
Cent.
So the premise of the movie is like, I think the movie's called Rocky Balboa or whatever. But the premise of the movie is Rocky, you know, he's doing his thing. He's got his companies or whatever, and they have like, I guess like what's that one boxing? What's that one boxing game that you have?
Fight Night?
Yeah, they have Fight Night. So he's watching ESPN, and the ESPN commentator is like, well, let's put Rocky Balboa up against, and this isn't a game, against like, I guess the fictional like heavyweight of the time in the movie. So they put them up against each other, whatever, and then he goes to somebody, whatever. He's like, man, I want to fight again, blah, 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 whatever. So he starts training to fucking fight this kid.
Wow.
Yeah,
And who's he fighting?
So,
Well,
I think,
was it Tarver?
Yeah, Tarver. Yeah.
Tarver's in the movie. He's fighting Tarver.
Yo.
Yeah, I think that's why he lost that one fight, because he was
put
too
on
busy.
a lot of weight.
Yeah, he was too busy doing the movie, so he couldn't train properly.
That's straight trash, man. I want to see that shit.
It looks good, man. I think they have the
Any trailer can look good.
That's true.
Because remember, fucking Sylvester Stallone's been on a kind of a dive lately, bro. You remember the movie Driven, where he was a race car driver?
That was a long time ago.
Do you remember that shit? Me and Gardo were talking about that shit the other day, and we were like, man, that was one of the worst fucking movies that we've ever seen.
But
ever.
it's all right. I think you can find the trailer on Yahoo.
For Rocky?
Yeah.
I think it's still gonna be trash.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put it at the end of
Antonio
the show.
Tarver, why you put Tarver? See, so that motherfucker try to bask in whatever fame he can get from fucking knocking out Roy Jones. Cause you gotta remember, Antonio Tarver, before he beat him the first time, had just claimed bankruptcy.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You know he's from here too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's from here, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
you didn't see him
Orlando.
when he won?
Nah.
Drunken motherfucking Morgan, that guy,
Yeah.
was fucking had his arm right. It looked like he was gonna kiss the guy, all drunk. I guess he's, you know, the lawyers on TV,
yeah.
Morgan and Morgan. He's like his agent or some shit like that.
For real?
Yeah, he was in the stage like ready to kiss him,
What was
drunk
this?
off his ass.
What, I want to see the track. You got to find this shit.
Watch and get any clip of Antonio, like when he won at the end. And you will see that guy from Morgan. I don't know what the hell his name was. It's got to be Morgan. But he was in there, arm around him and everything.
Yo, Dragon.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I'm not trying to put you out there, Morgan, but don't sue my ass. This is Ray, the tech guy.
They're gonna shut down the show because of your comments.
Yo, you got to find that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can
I
find it.
drive a white Eclipse. I'm just kidding. No, but for real, like that's his shit. But for real, he claimed bankruptcy before he admitted it. He was on TV talking about it.
For real.
And as soon as that check cleared, he saw what a Jacob Watts and all the other shit. He was living nice.
He still live in Orlando?
I think so, yeah.
For real.
But or he might be in Tampa now or something like that. But he because you know, since Roy Jones was the champ, Roy Jones got the big check.
Right.
I think Tarver got like a 10 mil check or whatever. But yeah, he got that money. He was straight, but he was gonna do bankruptcy. So of course, people gonna live off the, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity. I mean, I can't knock it because if I had some opportunity,
What do you think about the second time? Who had the most money the second time? You think?
It had to be more close. It had to be closer together, more close. What am I, fucking ghetto? But it had to be closer together. But I think Roy Jones still had. Well, technically, it's supposed to be Tarver, but I don't know who put it on.
Right.
You would think it would be Tarver, but I think it was still almost even.
Probably was, because people still want to see Roy Jones try to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roy Jones got knocked out 3 times real quick. Yeah, Tarver knocked him out. The Tarver beat him. Tarver knocked him the fuck out, and then he tried to fight that heavyweight. He got knocked the fuck out again.
That was recently, right?
The last fight, I think, was the heavyweight one, and he got knocked the fuck out again.
Well, just give it up.
There's no real good boxers anymore, yo. Like back in the heyday.
Oof. Yeah, back in the 80s.
But they were probably doing like all sorts of steroids and shit.
I mean, but man, you had Chavez, you had Duran, you had Holyfield, you had Tyson, you had so many hot fucking boxers that, you know, they put on fucking show. There were some nasty boxers back in the day. Now it's like the boxing scene has just went down the tubes, man.
I think it's the whole steroid thing. I mean, people were cracking down. You heard the guy that won the Tour de France failed his test again.
Yeah. Because it's so strict. It's like you take an aspirin, you're going to fail. I'm not saying he didn't take it or he did take it, but the test for so many different ingredients or drugs that it's like you could by accident take something else, you know?
You should just fucking drink the tea that you can get from GNC.
I know, right? Cats used to do that shit all the time when they had to see the PO.
All right, next time.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
pretty dead week on the news front, so.
Oh, there's a lot of topics and stuff. How about the Xbox murderers?
Oh yeah,
Them cats are some retards. Let me tell you that right now.
So if you don't know about the story, there was these 4 dudes. They were squatting in somebody's house. So the
They were copping a squat. They're pinching loaves in this guy's house or something.
Nigga, they were squatting. Like they were staying there. They weren't supposed to. That's what it's called. It's called squatting. You never heard of that?
I heard a copping a squat. I just can't picture 4 dudes just copping a squat all over the place.
Nah, nigga, they were. They were.
Or just lifting weights and doing squats.
They were staying in somebody's house. They weren't supposed to be there.
Dragon has to leave the building.
This nigga's dying over here. They were staying in somebody's house. They weren't supposed to be there. It's called squatting.
But is that the real story? I thought that wasn't the real story. I thought it was
No, but listen.
Go ahead.
So
sorry, Dragon.
So they were staying in this house, and the
I almost choked on my beer.
the person that owned the house, like her granddaughter or something like that, came home, and there was like, yo, you guys got to get out, blah blah blah. So they kicked them out, and the main dude, Troy Victorino, he came back to get his Xbox, and they're like, oh, you know, we don't have it right now. We'll give it to you, blah blah blah. So him and 4 of his boys, or 3 of his boys, plotted to get the shit back, but they plotted like
to fuck them up.
Go in there and fucking beat them down with baseball bats. So they went in there like at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they beat down 6 people and a dog with baseball bats and killed them.
No, but some of them were really bad. Like
Jesus,
it was like
you couldn't even like recognize.
You couldn't. Yeah. Period. Yeah. They would beat them down with bats and stab them, and then like they did 5 people, and this one chick was in the closet, and they were about to be out. And they heard her and they pulled her out.
Are you serious?
And she was begging, and because the guy that didn't get the death penalty, the guy that got life, he told the whole story about everything that happened. And one of the dudes that got death penalty pulled her out. She was like, "Don't come in." He was like, "Too late." And he stabbed her like 4 times in the chest and just started beating her with a bat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, right before they left. And they put like it was just like really fucked up the way they told it.
All this for Xbox.
First of all,
come on now.
Is the Victorino dude? He was like the ringleader. Basically, he got fuck it. They're going to jail. They ain't gonna ever see me. He got 3 morons to come with him that would just do whatever he said. Because the guy who didn't got life, basically, his defense was he's too stupid to make decisions on his own, and then this guy basically forced him to do this shit.
Wow.
Well, basically,
he had a disease too.
No, but basically,
he was bipolar.
Victorino was the only one who knew that they were gonna kill everybody. Like, he wanted to kill everybody. He he got his boys to come with him to fuck him up. But then he was like, "Oh, let me show you how it's done," and then they started killing.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Started killing all the people over a fucking Xbox.
It's fucking crazy,
yo. He had to play his Halo, man.
Fuck that shit, man. That's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
But 3 of the dudes were convicted recently, a couple weeks ago. 2 got the death sentence.
Yeah, the Victorino dude, this other cat, I forgot what the other guy's name was, and then the dumb kid, the guy who pleaded he was dumb.
Right.
He got life, but they got like, you know, when they got charged, they all got like 20 charges. They got 1st-degree murder. They got that fucking vicious attack on an animal, all sorts of crazy shit, robbery, all sorts of stupid shit.
But what about the 4th guy though?
See, the thing with the 4th guy, the district attorney cut a deal with him because he was gonna tell what happened. But then when it came down to him getting on the stand, he got on the stand and was like, "Well, I found Jesus in my life, blah 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 blah." I'm sorry, Jesus, I don't mean to say blah 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 to you, but he said that, and then he said, "Well, I'm not going to testify today, Jesus. I'm doing the Lord's way. I'm not going to testify today." So he blew his deal, and then he was just like, "I need to go." So then he left the court, and he was going to get tried in a separate case because he got a deal. Yeah. But now they're going to charge him with the same shit they charged the other guys.
Why would you think he would do that?
I don't know what happened.
Because he feels like he deserves to.
Well, if the other guys got life in jail and you're gonna rat him out and then you're gonna end up getting life in jail, that means you're gonna live together. So I guess
that, and in the pokey they don't like snitches. So
yeah, exactly.
He'll get shanked the first day.
Yeah, you're a snitch.
Well, you go in protective custody.
They're not gonna watch you the whole time. The moment you jump in the shower, you're dead.
He participated in it. He was one of the 4 guys. I mean, protective custody. What, another jail? Not the same jail?
Right.
Still same day. Still, they all got the same news.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, they
You're a
deserve what
snitch
they get,
regardless.
though.
He just needs to learn how to lock and snap. Just lock that ass and snap that dick off when it gets in that ass. That's all I gotta learn to do. Lock and snap. Lock and snap, he'll be all right.
Well, they deserve what they get, yo. 'Cause that's pretty fucked up.
Exactly.
They deserve what they get. I could never ever think of doing anything like that.
Especially for Xbox, man.
Yeah, man.
No, and it
Xbox
wasn't even a 360.
360.
It was the old jump off too. Oh man, I can understand a 360.
Or PlayStation 3, that shit's gonna cost like $700, maybe.
I don't know about killing somebody.
Man,
I'll
maybe
probably
kill the dog.
I'll probably
Kill the dog.
kick somebody in the teeth for some 360 or something like that.
Kick him in the nuts.
But killing somebody,
I'll never kill nobody for anything.
Beat somebody down. I can understand like shooting somebody and killing them like one shot, boom, they're dead is different than actually
putting some work and swinging some shit. Like you have to,
Work overtime for that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking crazy, yo.
Hey, people are demented nowadays,
So they deserve what they get.
Oh yeah.
What did Samuel L. Jackson say in that one movie?
Which one?
They deserve to die. What was it? What did he say?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't
He
remember.
was on the stand. He's like, they deserve to die. I don't know. I don't remember.
They burn in hell.
Yeah, something like that.
Are we gonna burn in hell too?
They deserve to die. So
They did
fucked
deserve
up,
to
though.
die.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know if you, but I still don't know if he can claim that you're stupid and that you shouldn't die because you're stupid. But I mean, he's gonna get life in jail no matter what, so it doesn't matter.
They'll probably die. in
Oh
jail.
no chance of parole. So I mean, he's dying in jail. There's no way around it. Life without, you don't get like a chance for parole if you got like six counts of murder on you. No chance of parole. You just gotta go in and start reading books or something.
That's crazy. Well, this is the Maddness podcast. That's how we do it all day, every day. Podcast 27.
27.
27, Videocast number 27. This is how we do it all day, every day. Check the website, www.nomadsentertainment.com. Check us on MySpace, myspace.com/Nomadz Entertainment.
Yeah.
Non-Steezy,
Yeah.
DJ Dragon, Ray the Tech Guy.
I'm suspect.
Peace out.
Peace out.
That's the end of the show?
Yeah,
Damn, did we cover all the topics?
most of them.
Maybe we can open up the fucking sheet of paper, Tourette's boy.
Yeah, that's everything, man.
No,
Well, I
it's
mean,
not.
it's
Dude,
still-
what?
The museum and the housing.
What housing?
You don't remember us talking about housing?
What housing?
The price is.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant during the show. Like, motherfucker, yeah. How long has the show been running?
Like 45 minutes so far.
Oh, man.
It's enough, man. We talked about a bunch of other off topic.
Yeah, so.
My ass hurts, man. From sitting
You
on
and
this
Dragon should not have been doing it that long last night. You should have just. All right, Dragon, get off me. That's it.
Whatever.
From sitting in this chair.
Yeah, whatever. Learn to lock and snap, bitch.
Yeah. There you go. Lock and snap. Chocolate boy.
We out, man. Peace.
Peace.
Have sex with monkeys.
A big shouts out to D-Well. D-Well.